Hey guys, it's JoJo from Breathless Desert. This channel is all about creepy desert vibes and true scary stories. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about a sad story. This is the case of Amari Nicholson out of Las Vegas. So, back in May 2021, a 2-year-old boy named Amari was living in the Emerald Suites with his mother Taylor Nicholson and her boyfriend Terrell Rhodes. I'm personally familiar with this area. I pass it when I go to Vegas. Also, one of my favorite restaurants is in this area in East Las Vegas. It's called Lotus of Siam. Amazing Thai restaurant. Highly recommend it if you're in the area or if you're in the city in general. But yeah, so the kid was staying at one of these weekly budget motels. It was the Emerald Suites location off of Paradise Road. So for people that are from Vegas or visit Vegas often, you know that these weekly budget motels, these weekly stays, they bring in kind of a nefarious crowd. And with that crowd comes nefarious activities. They're definitely not places that you want to be walking around at night. And you can just feel it when you drive by those places. Like you can just tell from the people outside. But yeah, this was the Emerald Suites off Paradise and Twain on the east side of Las Vegas. There's actually a really cool vlog by a YouTuber named Miko Worldwide, and he actually went right in this area and he interviewed some of the people that live there, some of the people that live in these weekly stays, in these motels, in these apartments, just like Amari did, just like Amari lived with his mom and her boyfriend, families that were in the same or a similar position that he was in. And it's a really cool video. Miko Worldwide is the YouTuber. So basically, what happened was Amari's mom, Taylor, was going out of town just for a few days to go and help her mother in Colorado, who was recovering from a medical procedure allegedly stemming from a dog attack. So she left her boyfriend Terrell in charge of taking care of Amari while she was gone. And on May 5th, she got a call from Terrell claiming that Amari was missing. So she immediately calls the police. And this dude, Terrell, he was a very sketchy dude right from the start. Initially, he had claimed that he left the hotel room that they were staying in, and he had left Amari alone in there. And when he came back, Amari was gone. Then later, he changed up his story and he claimed that a woman who said that she was a family member of Amari's knocked on the door and claimed that she had been sent there to pick him up. Mind you, this dude didn't ask for ID. He didn't call Amari's mom to verify this. He just claimed that he sent Amari off with this woman. So on the same day, May 5th, 2021, Amari was officially reported missing. This case was being treated as a missing persons report. Police and volunteers searched all over the city, as well as the nearby desert areas from May 5th to May 10th. Now, police knew something was up, right? So the police grew suspicious of Terrell due to the inconsistencies and major red flags in his stories. There was no camera footage of Amari leaving with this alleged woman, right? This is a high traffic area, lots of people walking back and forth, lots of cameras documenting what's going on throughout the day, and they didn't find any footage of Amari, leaving alone or with another person. And it's likely that if he had been walking around, a good Samaritan would have stopped him, right? And then called the police. So they knew something was up. And eventually on May 11th, Terrell Rhodes was charged with first-degree murder. He confessed and he actually drew a map which would lead the officers to Amari's body. Now, on May 12th, Amari's body was found the next day, less than 200 yards from the room that he lived in and that he was last seen in. And despite the rumors, Amari's body was not found in a dumpster, but it was found along the wall that divides the Siegel Suites from the Emerald Suites. So it was basically in between those two establishments. And if you guys have been to Vegas, you know that the Siegel Suites franchise is the sketchiest place that you could possibly stay in the city. You can drive by any of the Siegel Suites locations and just see like the sketchiest characters loitering outside. But yeah, definitely don't recommend staying at Seagull Suites. You can go on Google and check their reviews. There are just countless horror stories. Rhodes later told investigators that he became enraged after Amari allegedly urinated on himself. He punched Amari multiple times, which caused the fatal injuries. And after he stopped breathing, Rhodes said that he attempted CPR. And after no success, Rhodes disposed of the body. It wasn't until April 2024 that Terrell Rhodes entered a guilty plea. And 1 year later, in April 2025, he was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 22 years. So yeah, man, this is a really sad story. And it's just too bad that you really can't trust anyone. Like, this dude was living with Amari, right? This dude was living with him and his mother. Who knows, if she had gotten Amari a plane ticket to go to Colorado with her, if he would still be here today. This is someone that was living with the victim and his mother. This was someone that was entrusted with his life every single day. It just goes to show you too, like, people can snap in an instant. Anger really changes the way that people's mind behaves. It just goes to show you that 1 minute of anger can change your life. So yeah, that's what I got for this video. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Remember to subscribe to Breathless Desert for more horror short stories.